Hello guys, and welcome to my first live video commentary. I thought I would give this a go, shake things up a bit. It's going to be a mixture of in-game comms and my explanations over the top, so I'll mute the volume a little bit when I want to explain what's going on. But I thought this would be a good mix of commentaries over the tops plus live comms and give you an idea of what was good about this game, what wasn't good about this game, why I did things, what I'd do things differently, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy. So I'll cut into the in-game commentary now. Made the roof earlier.
There's two behind the red building, Dave.
Shit.
So at this point, I've realised I need to try and get an angle on what my two teammates are seeing. My current location isn't great, so I'm going to use the terrain just to hop across and see if I can get a better angle. What I also like about this position is that it's not got direct roof access, so people aren't going to be looking here immediately, so you should hopefully be able to catch the odd person off guard here and there.
In that window there, top right window.
Knocked.
GG.
One.
Knock.
Oh, that's
Nades.
grenade on me!
I hit the one in the top window again.
So that's twice Dave's mentioned top window. I'm sure he knows what building he's on about, but for me, where I am, I don't have anything that leads me to start focusing on one building. Things that you can say is like two-story building with dark red upper floor. That would then give me an indication that yes, I am looking at the right building. But if he says blue two-story, then I would know it's the wrong building that I'm looking at, and I could redirect my attention to the correct building. Right now, what you've seen is I've spotted this dude moving between buildings. He started shooting, I've started shooting, but you notice that my shots at the beginning, I was flapping. So what I did, I took a moment, I breathed, I reset myself, put my crosshair back on target, stopped moving in order to give me the best accuracy possible. And because he was panicking, I was panicking. Because I was better able to refocus myself quicker than him, that's what led me to win the firefight over him. Probably don't have better aim than him, but being able to refocus yourself faster than your opponent is a key way and decisive way of winning those firefights nice and I can drop you some health stuff.
I've got stuff. I just need to get somewhere where I can actually heal.
I'm halfway down.
Yep, I'm coming for you,
I'm
mate.
coming.
So one of the key things to do when one of your teammates is down is don't rush to go get them. They might be baiting you out. They might still be in danger. So take a moment to assess the situation, make sure it's safe and also advantageous to pick them up. As I moved into the road there, I was quite lucky that when I took that fall, I wasn't just immediately finished by that dude with the Vector, but I knew it was one of those moments where I was like, now or never to pick up my teammate. So for me, I balanced the risk-benefit reward, and in this situation, I thought the benefit of going to pick up my teammate was worth the reward. Another really important thing to do as soon as you pick up a teammate is then assess your surroundings immediately. So you looked straight away, I knew the other building had roof access, looked there, took out the opponent and the threat nice and quickly. The next biggest threat is grenades coming back in on that location. They know someone was knocked in there. They know they still haven't got the kill. Grenades are so useful at taking out opponents in rooms and clearing out people while they're being revived. So straight away, I wanted to get myself out of that threat zone and into a new position so I can cover any pushes if they were going to happen. Nades?
Yep. Oh. Oh, he's under me! Fuck! Son of a fucking cunt.
They're pushing up the stairs to you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the smoke. I'm dying real quick.
I don't think I can get you. Sorry, Aaron.
Nah, it's all good. It was a stupid play by me, man.
One knocked, second one coming in. Both dead. Sorry, guys.
Nice work.
So here, similar situation again. Teammates gets knocked, and it's his second knock, so he's going to be going down much quicker than he was the first time around. I know that information, and I know it's not safe to go get him because the threat is immediate. I heard 2 sets of footsteps below me, knew that they were likely going to push the advantage, knowing that one person was knocked, and I was probably being pressured by my teammate to pick him up nice and quick. If they were smart and they had their wits about them, they would have seen in the kill feed it's the same person they knocked again. Second time down, they know that pressure is on to pick her nice and quick or not at all. I weighed it up pretty quickly that it was better to eliminate the threat rather than to try and pick him up immediately. So I was hoping to get the quick kills and then pick him up, but unfortunately that's not how it went down. Communicated to my teammates straight away that, look, can't pick you up, really sorry. They then do a really good job of then communicating me the intel that they're getting. So the sound of footsteps, Dave, who's on the outside of the building, communicating that two people have pushed into the building. That allows me to set up correctly for that push and to eliminate the threats, and then we move on from there. Yep, I think they're in this like little one story.
And his mate to the brick house just right behind us.
Yeah. Damn it!
And his mates just come out as well behind the wall behind us.
So time for a little bit of self-reflection there. So you see I had the shot lined up nicely, but didn't take my time to get that first critical headshot and then to follow up with the body shots by pulling down on a semi-auto weapon. Even with a gun like the Mini, which has a very controllable recoil, you got to pace those shots a little bit. It's the fact that I rushed that took a guaranteed knock into letting him maneuver out, communicate to his teammates where we are, and then suddenly we've lost the initiative in this fire.
Your sights, bitch! I am down, sir.
Coming.
I'm pulling up to the piano.
You safe, yeah?
Yeah.
It's all over. Yeah. They're inside now.
Be right back.
I'm gonna attempt to med.
There's another nade.
Where are you at?
In the little room, which I think they're downstairs. Princess. More nades.
That's on me.
So a little bit about what I did and why I did it, because at first it might look a little bit odd, some of the decisions I made, but I'm going to talk you through my thought process. So you'll see that I straight away went to go pick up Dave, because I knew they were going to push and I didn't have time to put down any defensive smokes or to take any shots. I thought bringing up Dave would be my best chance of survival and the team's best chance of success in that situation. The next thing I did was to clear the room immediately. I knew nades were going to be coming in, nades were already coming in. I took a little bit of damage from the first nade, knew that wasn't a safe room to be, maneuvered to the other room. I knew that they were going to have that building on lockdown. I suspected 2 people would be pushing the building with at least 1 person watching from the outside. I wanted to reset the pace of the fight. I wanted to take initiative away from them. It was in their best interest to go in hard, go in fast, go in aggressive, because they knew we were on the back foot. I wanted to slow it right down. I wanted to deny them information. So I put some smokes down on the stairs so they couldn't just pre-fire up on the angle. They might not know the angle. The second thing I wanted to do was then to throw a smoke out the window, because I knew staying in that building was going to be a death trap. And you could see Dave got killed by a grenade, bursted pretty quickly. My best chance of survival from that point wasn't taking the fight in the house, it was resetting the information and getting out of there. Those were the ones that killed you.
Yeah. Run with them.
It's kind of
just,
my plan. Hope they
yeah,
don't
just
notice
be
I'm
with
not one of them, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I never normally play like this.
It's really tense.
So while I was prone, I was doing a few different things. I was keeping an eye at the zone, coming up in my own mind with a plan of how I wanted to play this. The second thing I was doing was intelligence gathering. I saw a few people cross the road earlier. I was using the sound signatures to try and put together a mental map of who was where in the circle, where were they likely to move, where were they likely to engage each other, and how was that going to play out. You can see at this point, I made a little bit of an error with my own routing, taking a lot of zone damage. If anyone had seen me at this point now, it would have been game over. But luckily, I just scraped through, and I'm going to return back to live comms now.
Get on your fucking belly, sir. How?
There's a chance that someone heard me.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
How you feeling right now?
Oh, good, mate. Good. This is where I want to be. On a serious note, I actually took that time to compose myself a little bit. Nice deep breath in, long exhale out. Try and calm down a bit of that adrenaline. You know, when everything's pumping through you, you know, we'll get into the action. And also that positive mindset is a good way to go in there. You know, always tell yourself you can do this, you've got this. Visualize how you want the next few moments to plan out. You know, think about how it can go well, and then also think about your what ifs. What if it doesn't go to plan? Where is my fallback option? What is my plan B? Always have that in your mind as well, because plans never survive first contact with the enemy.
Is we're on the edge of that cliff you were looking at, by the way. To the left, a bit far.
Oh, hello, I see one.
On your right.
Two, fuck's sake. No, not good. Don't come in here. Now, I got lucky with that fight because in this game, like many first-person shooters, you have a peeker's advantage, which means that the person making the movement will see their opponent first. That's just the way it is with the internet and latency. There are plenty of videos out there about that. As soon as I knew that, you saw that I fired at him once, and then I used that same peeker's advantage to take the initiative in the fight.
Do it!
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Fucking did it, mate.
You fucking beautiful! You beautiful brown
Easy.
man!
And there we have it, the frag grenade for the win. You could see me trying to use smokes to cover my exit from the building. As soon as I realised it was the one at the end, I cooked that grenade so it would create an airburst effect. And the rest, as they say, is history. Guys, I hope you've really enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed making it. Let me know if you want more of this kind of video. Let me know what I did well, what I didn't do well. It's the first kind of video like this I've made. Thank you very much for joining me, and it's been a pleasure. See you next time.